Welcome back to another episode of Tamu Chronicles with No Chaser. Saying those quiet parts out loud with a bunch of sarcasm and much more attitude daily, a long way. I know that you've been told that the reason people age is because they gain birthdays. The reason people age is because they get, quote, older, or it's a part of life. All lies. Lie, 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 and more lie. Why? I'm going to tell you why. The real reason why people age. The real reason people age is because, have you ever heard the phrase of grin and bear it? Just grin and bear it. Just hunker down and just get through it. Just tough it out. That's why people age. Let me give you an example. The other day, was it yesterday? It doesn't matter. It was recently. I heard a young man say, he's probably I'll give him 32, 33. And I heard him talking about his dream of wanting to be a part of film creation. He wants to create films. You know, he's not looking for fame. He wants to be a part of film production. And based on what he was saying, he tried it. It, quote, didn't work for him. And so he's decided that this career, this job that he's in, he said he had to put on his big boy pants. And so now he's in this job he can't stand, but because he has on his big boy pants, he's just going to tough it out. And hopefully he can make it there another 20 years. This is what he said. His words. This is, and when I looked at him, his face is already starting to look haggard. He looks completely exhausted. He's got heavy, deep, dark bags underneath his eyes. You shouldn't be looking like that at 33. Shouldn't be looking like that at all. But for damn sure not at 33. But this is why people age. That whole grin and bear it, that's bullshit. That is not a life. To grin and bear it, what are we bearing? What are we bearing for? How long are we bearing? I'm here, you're here to grin and enjoy. Not grin and bear. And some of you watching this, you've had, the thing I can say for that gentleman is that, well, again, based on what he said, at least he tried. He tried, and so he says. Some of you watching this won't even try to take action on the life that you want. It could be anything. Some of you are grinning and bearing a job you can't stand when what you really want to do is start your business. Some of you are grinning and bearing a marriage that you want to leave. Some of you are grinning and bearing a house that you hate, that you want to move from. Some of you are grinning and bearing living in a city that you don't like. Some of you are grinning and bearing living in a country that you don't like. Some of you are grinning and bearing driving a car that you fucking hate. But because you feel like you have to just grin and bear it, put on your big boy pants, put on your big girl pants, panties, you're sitting in shit. You're dealing with it and you don't have to. You keep spraying perfume on shit. That is what, when you are grinning and bearing it, when you're sitting in something that you don't want, think think of seeing a pile of shit. I'm not saying your life is a pile of shit. I'm just using this as a very extreme example because I want you to get this in your head. Imagine you come across a pile of shit. Big pile, just stuck together. Turds stuck together. They're not even falling off of each other. They're just there. It's a pile. It's a mound. And you reach into your purse, into your bag, and you say, you know what? It's not that bad. Let me pull out my perfume and just kind of spray around. That'll just make things a little better, even if it's temporary. That is what we do when we grin and bear something. When you don't have to, as an adult. Now I'm calming down because I realized I was yelling. But I just feel, I hear these stories from younger people. I feel like I'm hearing it more so from a lot of younger people. And you don't have to sit in shit. You don't have to spray shit with perfume. You don't have to grin and bear it. This is where this idea of struggle love and fighting for love. Bitch, listen, in a relationship, if you feel like you have to fight for your relationship or fight for your love, that is an example of grinning and bearing it. Why do I have to fight for something that I deserve? Why do I feel like I have to fight for joy and fight for happiness? No. And neither do you. Neither do you. Let's talk, let's extend the conversation on relationships. Many people that you see that have aged, yeah, they may have more birthdays, but the aging comes from being in a relationship, being in a marriage that they have to continuously fight to stay in. If you have to fight to stay in something, then perhaps could that just mean that that is not the thing for you? That that is not a positive thing for you to be in? Have you ever looked at it like that? People often say, well, you fight for something that you want. Why the fuck would you want something that you have to continuously fight for and struggle to stay in? I am not one of those through the fire bitches. As much as I love, now some of you may be too young to know this song, but as much as I love Shaka Khan, okay, and we know Shaka Khan is our favorite witch. I don't care what anybody says. But as much as I love her, she has this song called Through the Fire, okay? And she's talking about, you know, she's so in love with this man that she will go through the fire, through to the limits of the wall. Just, she will go through brick walls and all kinds of just crazy stuff to prove that she loves this man. At least that's how I take the song. I am not one of those women. I'm not one of those people. That is why people age. Is because we sit in things that we know we don't want for whatever reason, whatever that thing is. So, what is the lesson for today? For you to stop spraying your perfume on piles of shit.